Mississippi shrimp fisherman Lee Thon thinks it's bad enough that the fishing ban caused by the oil spill has already deprived him and his crewmen of at least $150,000 in income. As yet, he's received less than $8,000 in claim checks from BP. The company has hired him for just 1 day of cleanup work, and he hopes for more work to come, but whatever he earns would be deducted from future compensation. According to the man that BP and the government have decided on awarding the claims, Kenneth Feinberg. As he explained to Congress,
if somebody was earning $5,000 a month as a fisherman and now can't fish, but BP has put them to work on a vessel of opportunity to help clean up the oil
or their own
$3,000 a month, then there's a $2,000 difference in what they were earning before as to what they're earning now. I would deduct that $3,000 from the $5,000 and give them a check for $2,000.
I heard in the beginning that BP would not be deducting. I don't think that this is fair, and I've heard from many people that they are unhappy about this.
What's more, Feinberg says he expects to start offering long-term damage settlements to fishermen over the next 4 to 6 months. Take it or leave it, he says, or gamble on a better deal in the courts.
We have done our best to estimate, before we make the offer, a long-term damage that you will suffer. We've done our best. We've talked to the experts. Here is a check, if you want it, that will compensate you for your long-term loss. If you believe that that check is insufficient, don't accept it.
Lawyer Robert Weigel, who represents more than 100 claimants, says there's no way of figuring yet just how the oil spill will impact the Gulf fisheries or the region's tourism climate in the next few years, much less the longer term. He says the BP process is pressuring people to settle for less than they may deserve, and that could backfire.
I'm afraid that if you try to force people to sign waivers before they know what their actual damages are going to be, you may force them into the courts and the legal process.
But for most of the fishermen, tourism workers, and small business people who've been living hand to mouth since the BP disaster, going through a prolonged legal process just may not be an option. Meanwhile, many of them say that BP has still not paid them the full amount of their initial claims. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera, Biloxi, Mississippi.